At first, he thought he understood life. He believed success was about feeling ready, feeling inspired, feeling motivated. And every night he filled his mind with powerful words, videos that made him feel unstoppable. But morning always told the truth. The alarm would ring and the fire he felt last night was gone. So he waited to feel ready again, waited for the perfect moment, waited for motivation to come back. But it never stayed long enough. Days turned into weeks, and weeks quietly disappeared into months. Nothing changed except weight inside him. He started noticing something. Other people were moving forward, building, growing, becoming, and he was still in the same place. That's when the question hit him. Not loud, not dramatic, but heavy enough to shake him. Why am I still here? And for the first time, he didn't lie to himself. It wasn't lack of talent. It wasn't lack of opportunity. It was something harder to accept. He depended on motivation, and motivation is unreliable. It comes when it wants and disappears when you need it most. That night, something shifted. No excitement, no sudden burst of energy, just truth. Quiet, uncomfortable truth. The next morning, nothing felt different. He was still tired, still unmotivated, still unsure. But this time, he didn't wait. He moved. Slow, heavy, resistant steps, but steps, nonetheless. His mind fought him. Every excuse came back louder than ever. Rest today, start tomorrow, you're not ready. But for the first time, he didn't listen. Not because he felt strong, but because he made a decision. And decisions don't depend on feelings, they demand action. Day after day he showed up. Not perfectly, but consistently. Some days were slow, some days felt pointless, and many days he wanted to quit. But something deeper started to grow. Not motivation, discipline, the ability to act even when nothing inside you wants to. And with discipline came something unexpected: faith. Not faith in instant results, but faith in the process. Faith that effort repeated daily would eventually become something greater. So he kept going quietly. No announcements, no validation, no applause, just work. And over time, the man who couldn't wake up became the man who never missed a morning. The man who waited became the man who moved. The man who depended on feelings became the man who followed principles. Years passed, and the change was undeniable, not just in what he achieved, but in who he became. People started asking questions. They wanted the secret. They expected something complex, something special, something they didn't have. But his answer was simple. I stopped waiting. I stopped negotiating with my feelings, and I started doing what needed to be done, whether I felt like it or not, because the truth is, motivation is a spark. It can start a fire, but it cannot sustain it. Discipline is the fuel, and faith is what keeps you going when everything inside you says stop. So if you're waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel motivated, you might be waiting forever. Start anyway, move anyway, build anyway, because the life you want isn't built on feelings, it's built on what you do when feelings disappear. And that is the golden truth.